This transition we call the salty gorilla. This particular gait is a saltation. And a saltation is something that animals like frogs and certain little rodents like gerbils and kangaroos use, where there's a little hop involved. For us, we hop just a bit, but we still have this sort of upright, gorilla-like walk to us, this Homo sapien, almost, elevated walk, but we're in a squat position. So for us, we just, for fun, call it the salty gorilla. So here we're going to have Melaine come into the squat. And from the squat, Melaine's going to go ahead and sweep the hands out in front. Now, guys, it's up to you if you want to use your hands flat or if you want to use the fist with the thumb forward. This is my favorite hand position. And the reason I like this particular configuration is that it takes away some of the wrist flexion, which is what people oftentimes complain about when they shift into their wrists and they feel the weight of the body, being carried through the wrist. So when you'll notice that when she shifts forward, there's where the problem begins. So if she comes back and she turns it into this, she never has that flexion occur. She's got her thumb here, which can also act as like a big toe in a way for the foot, because this is going to become her foot. So now she reaches forward, and I like to do a little bit of a hand sweep, just sort of to accentuate the transition. She comes into the fisted with the fist thumb forward position. She's going to shift her body weight forward, and when she does this, notice right away that she forms the shoulder press, or what we call the cobra hood position. And again, it is a protraction of the shoulders, okay? So can you retract? There's retraction. Give me neutral position, and give me protraction. Beautiful. So the protraction you can see is a real nice press, which allows her to basically anchor her body so that when she shifts forward and she from a leverage standpoint can now lever up the rest of her body and then draw with this little hop her feet forward. Boom. So if we were going to break this down without the hop, it would look a little bit like that. So let's one more time without the hop. She draws the hands forward. She shifts her body weight in. She forms the cobra hood. She slowly drags the feet forward. And look, come back just one moment. She's up on the heels. She's up on the heels because, again, as a gorilla or a primate, in this particular case, we are going to walk heel to toe because we're basically combining a number of different elements that give us locomotive qualities for the Homo sapien and the ape. So in this case, it's going to be a heel to toe transition, and that's specific to us as a Homo sapien. So she's going to draw the hands forward, transition into the fists, straighten the arms, cobra hood forms. She draws forward, heel to toe, transition forward, and again, one more time, and this time add the hop in. Good. And now switch back around. Now do 3 of these across with a little bit of a hop action to it so they can see how the saltation would be the gait for this particular transition if you were kind of moving quickly. Beautiful. So guys, if you're going to practice this, break it down first, take your time, and be able to control the transition without using any hop. Because a hop, of course, it implies momentum. So I don't want you to use momentum in the beginning. I just want you to use pure strength and press power, which would be more calisthenic in its nature. Then you can start adding in a little bit of momentum with the hop. Another important point that I want to make right now is when you're transitioning forward, make sure that when you pass through the shoulder press, you keep the hips low. And this again forces you to work your hip flexors because hips low are going to imply that you're going to have to really do a lot of work to bring that knee up and into position. Now she transitions to an extended spine to reach the arms forward. So there's going to be a play between flexion and extension of the spine. So again, she's in extension. She shifts forward into flexion. She takes the step and comes back into extension again. And that is our salty gorilla.